Howdy y'all, Andy McCabe here, Claim Doctor. I want to talk about asking for permission, and if there's a prescription I want to give to you today, it is to stop asking your insurance company for permission. And I'll tell you why. Too many times people delay action, they delay taking steps to mitigate their own loss, and put themselves in a position where they are beholden to the insurance company. And there's just, it's completely unnecessary. And let me repeat that. It is completely unnecessary to ask your insurance adjuster for permission. All right? Let me give you an analogy. It's like if you were going to ask your brother for money, right? And I'm gonna use my sister. You know, I've never been in this position, thankfully, of asking my sister for money. But if I had to, I think this is about how it would go. Hey sis. Yeah. Hey, can I borrow some money? Sure. How much do you need? I need a couple $100. Why? What do you need? What do you need? $200? That's a lot of money. What do you need it for? Oh, I need a new pair of shoes. What's wrong with your old shoes? Well, they're old and they're dirty. Well, why don't you clean them? Well, I just want a new pair of shoes. Well, I'm wearing old shoes. What's wrong with? I see nothing wrong with your shoes. They're perfectly fine. I don't think you need $200. You need to wash your shoes. Come on, please. Can I please get some money? Okay. I'll give you $100. I'll give you $100, and you go find a used pair of shoes somewhere, because I think you don't need a new pair of shoes. No one needs a new pair of shoes. Y'all see where I'm going with this? If you ask somebody, if you leave it up to them and say, how much money are you willing to give me? That amount of money is always going to be less than the amount of money you want. But every day across the country, we have folks. Oh, let me pass this truck real quick. Come on, baby. We have folks asking their adjusters, well, how much money are you going to give me? Well, if you had $10,000 and someone asked you for money, how much money would you give them? My guess would be less than $10,000. Be far less than what they asked for, because they asked. Guess what? If I'm asking my sister for some money, I need her to want to give me money. Guess what? There's no contract there with me and my sister. There is a contract between you and your insurance company. They are contractually obligated to cover the loss in given circumstances. If it is a covered peril, if they've already accepted coverage, all these other things. Once coverage is accepted, you don't ask them for money. You tell them, this is how much money you're going to give me, all right? And document it. Hey, these are brand new wood floors, ruined. They've got to come out. Here's the price. Don't shop it out. Don't bid it out. Don't get multiple bids. Don't ask the insurance company, well, how much money are you going to give me? I'll come back to this. Listen, I think I may have come off a little bit aggressively just now when talking about staking a claim, not asking for permission. And I don't want to be misunderstood, all right? An insurance claim is no place for aggression or emotion, all right? Actually, this should be the most non-emotional interaction you have. It's a business interaction, all right? Check your emotions at the door. And when I say don't ask for permission, I'm also not saying piss somebody off. I'm not saying get all emotional and aggressive about it, all right? Don't be aggressive about it because you don't have to be. You know, there's adjusters out there that will take this very personally and will think that they are in charge of the claim and you should submit to their whim. But the bottom line is, you as a contractor, you don't have a dog in this fight, all right? The only dog in this fight you have is the one you try to put into it. So what you do is you give your client as much information as possible. You educate your client, and then you tee them up with the right answers and the right questions. So when an adjuster says, well, we don't pay for that, well, it's not up to you as a contractor to answer that question. It's up to your client, the homeowner, the claimant, to say, is this or is this not covered? Granite countertops. Well, we can save those granite countertops. Well, you may or may not be able to, but in order to put me back in pre-loss condition, here's a number to replace these countertops given by a professional, my contractor. And this is my opinion on what pre-loss condition is. And one coat of paint versus two. Well, in order to put me back in pre-loss condition, I require 2 coats of paint in my living room. You know, I don't. It doesn't matter to me what you do and don't pay for. And educate your client to talk in a very non-emotional way with their adjusters. And just prime the pump and tell your clients, hey, this is a business interaction, all right? This is not show friends. This is show biz. But keep your emotions in check and don't be aggressive here. Don't when you're not asking for permission, you're just stating the facts as you see them. These are the facts as I see them. And you're not even making a coverage decision. You're not saying, hey, I think this should be covered. No, that's not your world. That's a very quick way for you to get the attention of on the wrong side of adjusters is say, well, I think this should be covered. No, it's not your opinion. Your opinion on what should and should not be covered does not come into play here. Your opinion on what costs are, your opinion on what it's going to take to put this house or this building back together, that's where your opinions come into play. And that's where you give a good, solid, detailed, justified Xactimate estimate. And then you leave it on your client, come what may. Just educate your client, but don't piss people off. Nothing happens good when you do that. And if you need a solid, detailed Xactimate estimate, you know who to call. Claims Delegates. Call me, the claim doctor. All right, take care, y'all.